Saint Bernadette Soubirous was born on January 7, 1844, in the small town of Lourdes. At baptism, she was given the name Marie Bernard, but her nickname, and what everyone called her by, was Bernadette. Her father, Francisco, worked as a miller for the Castrats family due to a series of misfortunes. Her family was in serious poverty as a child. She wouldn't speak for a very long time, and it concerned her family as well as her wet nurse, who became very close to her. She was always very sick as a child with stomach issues, and her family couldn't afford a doctor, so all she had was her wet nurse to care for her until she was around 3. In the article, Bernadette Speaks, A Life of Saint Bernadette Soubirous in her own words by Elizabeth C. Hannick, she said Bernadette Soubirous was often taken for granted, and people thought she was developmentally delayed and wasn't smart, given the fact that she was too poor to learn and write. The priest of Bartres saw something no one else saw. He saw a smart girl that was very pure in heart. Even though her parents were big on Catholic teachings and always putting in her mind that she needed to do good all the time, she was never as fond of it as her parents. Though she still believed the Catholic teachings and was a very good Catholic, when she was only 11, she wanted to receive First Communion, and then soon after she started more studies, but more seriously. On February 11, 1858, Bernadette had her first vision of a beautiful lady. During a mission to collect firewood, Bernadette stumbled across a grotto that at the time was filled with rubbish washed up from the river. And according to biographyonline.net, she said, "I heard a sound like a gust of wind. Then I turned my head towards the meadow. I saw the trees quite still. I went on taking off my stockings. I heard the same sound again. As I raised my head to look at the grotto, I saw a lady dressed in white, wearing a white dress, a blue girdle, and a yellow rose on each foot, the same color as the chain of her rosary. The beads of the rosary were white. When she finally realized what she saw, she was in bewilderment, and ran home and told her family, but no one believed her. St. Bernadette saw her 2 more times, but Mary didn't talk to her until the 3rd, and asked her to come to the next fortnight. During her most famous apparition, Mary asked her to drink from a spring, but she only found a few drops in mud, but still drank it. And then she asked her to eat some loose grass, and the next day there was a spring where she drank the drops, and it healed many people. Now, I think living out her vocation was St. Bernadette told everyone what she saw. Even though nobody believed her, she kept what she believed and would still tell everybody what she saw. As a small child, I think it's amazing that somebody can do this. After her apparition, she lived a simple life of a nun.